Star was a good album. So that's on there. And there's a song they have on there called Places that is on my slow jam mix. Okay, and it gets played. It's on there. Places is lay shit. It is everything. And you're like, okay, man, I wish it's not like it's not like, oh, I just need them to make another album, but I wonder what they could have been. Yeah. Would they have been a Destiny Child? No. But when it comes to girl groups, they don't get to last a long time.
Yeah, I put like them in Total.
Do you think? I think Total was more successful than them. It feels like.
Well, yeah.
Or is it just because of the Diddy association?
I'm just saying they was just on a bigger label.
Because no matter what, Total is going to be able to tour with Bad Boy. Period. If Diddy decides to do another Bad Boy reunion tour next year, Total is going to be there. 702 ain't. Like if everybody was still alive, they still weren't.
They do the Biv 10 All-Star.
Right. Everybody finna go to this East Coast family reunion.
ABC.
Everybody on the way to this. Oh, speaking of ABC.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna switch weapon. Now I'm bringing
segue. Let's segue.
Now here comes Michael Bivins. Michael Bivins made a documentary about himself. He absolutely, like, you know that he is heavily involved in it. Let me say, overall, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the documentary at all. You hear about his beginnings with New Edition, Bobby Brown, everybody is on there. Johnny Gill keeps doing interviews with a guitar. And it's like, and then I'm mentioning this because he does the interview and he has a guitar in front of him. There's also, what the hell did we watch? Me and Sif watched something, and Johnny Gill was there with the damn guitar. And I remember we just kept on saying, but is he going to play the guitar? And he just never played it. And it was like, but why do you have the guitar then?
So he's holding the guitar while
he's holding it as if he might strum a few tones.
What
right?
if he did and they just keep editing it out?
That's possible. And if that is true, that's funny as fuck.
I wonder if he did. And he was like, they gonna one of these shows gonna put my music out.
What the hell? I gotta remember what the hell the other thing was that we watched, and Johnny Gill was there because we were laughing so hard because they kept on cutting to him, and we're like, but why is he holding this guitar and he's not playing it? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I wonder if it was one of those DJ Cassidy things. It might have been. Might one of those DJ Cassidy.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, one of the pass the mic things. But either way, like I said, so Johnny's on there. And all that. So Michael Bivins, like I said, he's telling his story about how, going from New Edition, the transition for them to decide to do BBD, and he's like how, he just they're kind of looking around like, okay, well, Ralph is solo, Johnny is solo, Bobby been gone. What about us? Like Rick didn't believe in himself as a lead singer. He had sung lead on some stuff, but he just didn't have that courage to do so. And he ended up getting that with BBD. And then he was like, me and Ronnie, we wasn't like the best singers or whatever. And I'm like, y'all
dance.
Sure. And then also, I think as much as I talk about like Ronnie don't sing, I totally forgot there are things that he does have a lead on with BBD. I just didn't you just don't trip off of it because I think you're looking for him to sing a ballad, but not
any heartbreak. He's got a verse on there.
Yeah, heartbreak.
Yeah, usually he's rapping but I think what he's Do Me. I think he sings
Do Me.
Take a look at me, and I'm like, damn, that is him. So Ryan Devoe, I'm sorry for saying that all your ass do is dance. You have done some verses. I apologize. But the documentary is fine. What's interesting to me is that no one had anything negative to say about him. And I'm not saying that everybody is full of shit or that everybody got some dirt or whatever, right? There are some genuine good people out there. I just feel like y'all didn't interview the people, or y'all cut the interviews of people that had something a little weird to say or not in a positive way.
Man, he used to be tripping back in '95. That's my boy now. We got through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, something. And then so I mentioned ABC because they grown asses were they're on the documentary. But one thing you learn is that Michael Bivins set up a fund for them. So they got some money while they were kids, but there was something that was set up for them after they turned 18, they would have some money that was sitting there waiting on them. So it kind of like a little trust that he did for them. And I'm like, well, that's dope. And he said it was just the reality of he knew what it was like to be a teen, like be a kid, star making money, and then you don't have any. So you want to make sure to put them in the right position. Now, I don't know what the dollar amount was that was saved. I'm saying that. Don't know what the dollar amount was that was saved. However, it was available to them, right? So, you get your money, you do what you're gonna do with it. Yeah. But it was interesting to see Chris Mark Red, Dave and Rowe, niggas old as fuck looking, and all of that.
Now a devil's advocate could say that he just put the money back in there before they was 18. I'm just saying, like, how old is Roe? Oh shit! Let me put this.
I can't prove anything.
I'm just saying.
But if that happened, that's funny as shit, and I totally believe that it could happen. It's the
you got a timer on there for everyone when they put it to 18. You can bring it
totally see it. But I also had no idea all the things that Michael Bivins had done, right? So I knew that he, like, when we think of him in management, right, we know about Boyz II Men, right? That's the story that's in your head about that. I didn't know how long Boyz II Men had to sit before they were actually released.
Yeah,
right? I think I didn't know that part of the story, which makes me wonder, like, is there not a Boyz II Men story out there?
Yeah, well, you know what? So their story is kind of interesting for their beginnings. I mean, even I guess at the end too, with the one dude that got kicked out, the bass dude, Mike. But there was 6 people on Boyz II Men original.
Yeah.
One of the dudes is the dude that's on the song with Beyonce on the Best Man soundtrack. That's one of the dudes.
Okay.
He also was in the group As Yet.
Yeah.
What's Mark
Nelson. Mark Nelson.
Yeah.
So that dude was in Boyz and left right before they dropped. He's on Motown Philly.
Damn.
That's how.
I'll say this because, like I said, listening to them saying that Motown didn't know what the hell to do with them. They had no idea what to do with them. What the hell is their image? Like, whatever. So even with the preppy look, that was Mike's idea. That wasn't them. And that kind of, it doesn't take away from anything, but I kind of wish that was their look. Like when they walked up on him, I wish that they would have had on blazers and ties and been like, hey, we a little singing. We sing a little song. Mind if we sing something for you? But good on him for saying or seeing that we need to change your image. But again, there's a video of them singing Please Don't Go and wishing Michael Bivins a happy birthday. They are young as fuck on that video, and it is absolutely before Motown Philly. Like if you go
the high top fades and stuff,
it's they have baby faces. Like, I mean, Motown Philly, they're young, but no, like this. They said they sat for like 2 years waiting because Motown didn't know what the fuck to do with them. And even they didn't give them the budget or anything. So Motown Philly was done for very little money.
And I heard that was like
or Cooley High Harmony anyway. Cooley High Harmony was done with very little money.
But they said the actual song Motown Philly was one of the last songs they recorded.
Yeah,
something that's kind of up tempo and kind of,
they needed that single to come out, and then we know the legend of Boyz II Men like after that. But then Biv was he was something at something at Motown. Like I said, he's had a lot of businesses over the years, but with that, like I said, it's weird to say that no one has anything negative to say because there's many businesses and all the stuff that he's had. Like, why am I just now learning this on the documentary? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay was head of Def Jam for a second. Bivins was doing some big shit over at Motown, and we didn't know.
I mean, mogul's real. I mean, the first, I believe the first mogul was Puffy to like really put himself out there.
Yeah.
before moguls didn't really do that, and I think he was trying to be in that old mode of like Gerald Busby and
behind the scenes.
Your Barry Gordy's, where I'm kind of just nobody really. I mean, they know my name, but I don't need to. You don't need to know how I'm kind of moving. Maybe that's what the demo was.
Was he at Motown when what's Andre Harrell was running it?
Yes, and I think he was saying that they kind of bumped heads. But if you go to Michael Bivins' Wikipedia page, my Wikipedia page is longer than this, and I don't even have one. There is it's short. Like it is very, very short, which is again, you did all of these amazing things that you put in the documentary, but they ain't on your Wikipedia page. I got questions. This don't make no sense to me.
I mean, someone could say maybe that he could have been I wouldn't say a puppet. I would say handled by other people. Like Gerald Busby was his dude. Like where they basically was like, yo, I'm gonna move, just get these artists, dog, and I'll figure it out for you. And maybe he necessarily wasn't the guy doing it, but he was just the front man. And you could say that maybe that could have been it as well. He was the front man.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why we don't have those different stories. And maybe he just maybe not that type of dude. But he feels like he'd be to me, I think he would have been a braggadocious dude, but I think he didn't know he could be.
Well, I think at the beginning of the documentary, he said that he would meet people and everybody would be like, man, you got to do like a documentary or something about your life. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, why do I need to know about Michael Bivins' life? Like, I mean, not to say that I care about somebody else more, but like, well, why do I need to know about you? What's so important? What's so special? So again, like, I'm looking on his Wikipedia page. Nothing. If I didn't know who Michael Bivins was, when you told me that he has a documentary out about his life, and I went to his Wikipedia page, and I'd be like, so why the hell does he have? Who made this documentary for him? Like, did he film this with his iPhone and put it on Tubi? Like, what the hell is this? And no, but I mean, it's well done. Again, that he was heavily involved in it.
Yeah.
I don't. Even like I said, all this, it just says music manager. He also discovers, managers, and produces for other acts, most notably Sudden Impact, Another Bad Creation, MC Brains, Boyz II Men, and 702, all of whom were signed to his Motown distributed label, Biv 10 Records.
There's one more actor that they don't have on there. Remember little Chris and Neek? Remember the little dude that was the DJ kid and the other little dude that rapped?
Yeah, I remember them.
And they had a group that was a whole bunch of kids after that called Six the Hard Way or something.
Yeah, I remember.
One kid kept winning Apollo as the DJ and the rapper. They kept winning on the Apollo back in like the late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s going into the 2000s.
If you look up Biv 10 Records, you will see a long list of people. And I say this, the first 7 or 8 have links to take you to their pages.
Yep.
The other 15 or so ain't no link. We ain't never seen them again. But
they got little Chris and Neek on there. What was their name? Does it say like who? It was like
Pee Wee All Stars or something.
So Outsiders for Life, formerly Sudden Impact and White Gays or White Guys. The Transitions.
White Guys.
The Transitions was the shit. That's the one that's straight fucking.
Right, so Transition, Hayden, Fruit Punch, Mag 7, Rico Anderson, Big Ant, 1010, Tomboy, Callie, Khalil, Mark Finesse, Tamrock and EQ, Antoine and Ray of Mag 7.
Mag 7, that's it. That's the group, Mag 7. Magnificent 7, Mag 7.
Mag 7, yep. Magnificent.
Peanut, Shorty Red, Lil Neek and DJ Just.
That's it. Yep, Lil Neek and DJ Just. That's it. That's it.
Tay Boogie and Mark Wilson.
Which one is because whatchamacallit wasn't signing him? Yvette Wilson was.
Yeah, she's on the documentary.
Oh, word. Okay.
She's on there for like a second, and she's basically talking about the genius of Michael Bivins, and I'm thinking to myself, I want to hear your story.
Yeah,
he was only in an East Coast Family video,
right? So,
Yvette Nicole Brown, that's her name.
Yeah, Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yeah. Man,
I want to know her story. So.
I mean,
now I will also mention that in order to watch this video, you need to subscribe to All Black.
Right, I found out they didn't have that.
Okay. I thought it was on BET. It's not, but Big Sip will pay for anything that's Black owned. So
Big Sip.
Right.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.